So parts of Iron Man was filmed out here. Oh, I didn't even see the rope there. You can pause any of these things if you can even read them. Oh, there's Robert Downey Jr. standing underneath Mount Whitney. There's been a lot of famous, but Star Wars, I guess, part of Star Wars was filmed here. I believe that's Return of the Jedi poster. You are now entering another dimension. This is the sci-fi room. Six String Samurai. I remember that. That was a good movie for kind of a B movie. Star Wars. I guess maybe they filmed more than one Star Wars movie out here. G.I. Joe movies. Transformers were filmed out here. G.I. Joe Retaliation. Tremors is a famous one that was filmed here. I want to get eaten by a Tremors thing. Okay, let's not try to do that no more. Here, we'll shove you down this one's throat. Probably can't even see anything. Here's some scenes from Tremors.
Making her feature film debut as Bert's wife Heather is country music's Reba McEntire.
Bamboo Samurai. Star Trek. A couple of Star Trek movies. Most of these sci-fi movies, they've got to film them in multiple locations to get the kind of it's a set piece payphone. Why is it missing the rest? Huh. This set piece has no real reason to be in the science fiction section except for the fact it shows how easily you can turn a set into something specific for a science film. Okay. Star Trek Generations, Voyager, those are comic books, but I believe they probably did a little filming for at least a couple episodes on all of those here. Well, let's see. Have we really gone through the whole museum already? What's the deal on this car? Don't touch. Okay, we can do that. The High Sierra car, on loan from the James E. Rogers collection. Who can forget the drive up Old Whitney Portal Road made by Mad Dog Earl, played by Humphrey Bogart. The reason the road is different is that they changed the route into the portal after the film was made. The film made Bogart a star. Did you know that Ida Lupino had a case of the measles while they were filming here? That car is in immaculate condition, isn't it? Oh, I think we're almost done here, guys. There's got to be more, right? Let's keep looking. Oh yeah, there's more. It's an old stagecoach. Wells Fargo coach. This particular wagon is a Celerity wagon, similar to what was called a Jersey wagon. It weighs half what a standard coach weighs, although this coach has been renovated. It is true to the original. A red body and yellow wheels was common on all coaches of the era, sometimes with intricate landscapes painted on the door. I'm not going to read all that, but you can pause it and read it yourself if you'd like.
While you're back here, do you want to see if you can get the Bishop one to work?
What?
In 1850, a letter cost $5, half an ounce when it was mailed. in the east and addressed to a town in the west. Well, they really charged some money to send mail back in the day, didn't they? Gene Autry exhibit. This is Dale Evans, Andy Devine, Bob Nolan. Bunch of names that sound familiar. Only a couple that I really know. There's another stage. Don't know what this is. Hitched horsehair bridle. What is this? Some sort of armor.
You just. Well, no, back it up.
Roy Rogers. Oh, that's the real deal. No, maybe not the real deal. It's still very freaking nice and only one of 75 made. You guys may be wondering why I'm not lingering on any of these. It's because you need to come yourself. I'm just giving you a quick peek at everything. If you really want to check it out, you're just going to have to make your way to Eastern California and come see everything. Hopalong Cassidy. Very cool. I'm glad I stopped. Well, you remember these things? What do we got in here? Old memorabilia. Very cool. I think we've got one more room to check out. Rawhide.
Sir, were you able to scan, please?
I'm sorry? Oh, I didn't even realize you guys were working there, and so
Yeah, sorry.
thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh wow, yeah. Randolph Scott, Tim McCoy, Jack Elam. Sorry, I gotta scratch my eye. John Wayne's rifle in the Fighting Kentuckian. I think that was a I believe the Fighting Kentuckian was a Alamo movie where he played Daniel Boone. Is that right? I don't know. Man, they sure got some nice stuff here. Very antique, collectible. They don't all have labels on them to say what they are, but everything here I'm sure was used in a movie, or at least it's a very accurate replica of one that was. Well, here's an old TV box, old lunchbox with a TV built into it. Fake TV, of course. Roy Rogers and Trigger. I remember when I was a kid, we stopped and saw the stuffed Trigger statue, wherever that is, with my grandmother. That was a long, long time ago. But I do remember we took a little trip, and there's the Lone Ranger. This must be the Lone Ranger room, yep. And there's the actual costume he wore and the hat. Oh, actually, this was worn by Robert Blake, played a Little Beaver character in the popular Red Ryder series and was given extensive collection of Lone Ranger's children's toys and marketing memorabilia. Very cool. Very cool. This video is going to be way too long. Even though we tried to make it quick, it's going to be a 2 or a 3-parter, isn't it? Let's stand back and kind of let you guys Lone Ranger tent. A lot of this is just toys that they sold at the time because Lone Ranger was so popular with kids back then. So people have saved a lot of collectible items and books and a Cheerios box. That's 60th anniversary, but I bet you it's still old. Board games, statues, lamps, just everything. I'm really glad I made the stop here today. I've passed by this so many times. Please don't touch. That must be a saddle that was used on the set. I want to touch it so bad, but I won't. I won't. Dodge City. The headdress. Or war bonnet, to be specific. Chief Thunderbird. And I guess we're about done. Which is good. It's hot out there and I've got the dogs out there and I need to get going. And here's something just for my film buff friends. There's some old lighting and cameras. It looks like the pivotheads ran out of juice who knows how long ago. So we're really hoping that the GoPro's picking all of this up now. Look at dueling cameras. 1950s television style. Ooh, 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 ooh. These are the restrooms, and don't think you're too interested in seeing that. Everybody recognizes that one. One of the old Tarzan movies was filmed here. There's another stagecoach. There's a jail that you can fake jail. You stick your head in there and take pictures. If I had somebody else with me, I'd do it, but I don't, so I won't. Maybe I will. Okay. You guys do whatever you want. If you're ever in California, you've got to travel Highway 395, and you've got to stop here and probably stay a few nights in the Alabama hills while you're at it. Go check out the Mobius Arch, some of the sites where they filmed some of these things, and it's only $5 to visit the museum, so I don't know why you wouldn't. All right.